What's up guys, and welcome to FlynnzGaming. This is the first episode of Ask FlynnzGaming. Now before we get into the questions and a little bit about the gameplay, I want to ask you guys to comment down below if you have any questions related to Call of Duty, any questions related to the upcoming release of Black Ops 2, any questions to the past games or Modern Warfare 3, anything to do with that or anything off topic. You can post down below your questions. And now let's get into the questions that have been posted. But we got about 5 questions. I'd like to thank everybody who's posted in questions. Now before we get into that, I just want to explain the gameplay. We're using an ACR with silencer and extended mags, and we're doing a team deathmatch game. And I think in this game we ended up going 38-2. And right there I stunned myself. Not a good start to the game, but it does end up being a very decent gameplay this. Now let's get into the first question. And this is the first question from Tyler SMS1. Are you more of a competitive gamer, or are you a casual gamer, or are you both if possible? Now, competitive gamer, if you mean by entering tournaments and trying to win £10,000 and being a part of MLG, Major League Gaming, and doing that type of thing, no, I don't really do that. Maybe I might do that in the future of joining MLG and doing that in the competitive sense, but I don't bother with that really. I just don't. But I am a competitive gamer in the sense of when I actually go into a public lobby and actually go into a game, I always aim to do the best I can in that game and get the best score possible. I mean, that's what most people do, right? You know, when you go into a public lobby, you go into a game, you want to aim to actually do the best you can do and get the best game possible. Now I am competitive in that sense though. And am I a casual gamer? Yeah, I can be. I'm a little bit of both I suppose, but not a professional competitive gamer, we'll put it like that, you know. But I'm not as much as a casual gamer to say that I am a casual gamer, because I do play Call of Duty a hell of a lot, and you know, I always try and do my best in games. So I hope that's answered your question, Tyler SMS1. Now the second question is from Skillet Rocks Cod. He said, nice video and commentary. What's your favourite loadout in Modern Warfare 3? Now my favourite loadouts do change from time to time. I mean, it was a G36C at one point, it was a SCAR-L at one point, and it was the ACR at one point. But if I have to say in general, it has to be ACR with extended mags, silencer with Scavenger Pro, Assassin Pro or Quick Draw Pro, and Marksman Pro with the 3 default kill streaks or the Specialist perks. That's normally my favourite loadout. That's my most used loadout as well in Modern Warfare 3, because I have got the ACR 2 gold plenty of times in past prestiges, and I do use that gun a lot. I do use that loadout a lot, so I guess that is my favourite one to use if I'm using it all the time, or most of the time anyways. So that's answered your question. Now the third question is from It's Coops. He asks, is it true you're the best commentator in the world? Well, that's for you guys to decide, but there is a lot of great commentators out there. You know, you got Xjaws, you got Woody's Gamertag. There's so many great commentators out there, and you've got a few that aren't as popular as them, and that they actually don't get that many views, you know, like I do. They only get a few views, and there's some good commentators there which should have more views. But I hope that's answered your question. And then we got a question from Lewis Like Sheep. He asks, I have a question, what would you give up, boxes or socks? Well, pretty hard question this, but you know, I'd say socks. We'll leave it at that. Now the last question is from XD Garrier. He asks, what is your favourite gun of all time? Now my favourite gun of all the Call of Duty series is going to be hard to decide, because you've got great guns from Call of Duty 4, AK-47, MP5, M16, great guns from Modern Warfare 2, great guns from Black Ops, the AK-74U, the Galil, the great guns from Modern Warfare 3, the ACR, SCAR-L, G36C, P90, MP7. So there is loads of guns to choose from, but if I had to pick one defining gun of all the Call of Duties, the one that I'd have to pick is the MP5 from Call of Duty 4. Why? Because I loved rushing with that gun. It was so powerful, and I loved that gun. So that if I had to pick a gun out of all of them, it would be the MP5 right there. Now those are all the 5 questions. Please post your questions down below, and then I'll make sure and do my best to answer all those questions in the next episode of Ask FlynnzGaming. Now this is coming to the end of the game. Right now I see that there's on the radar there's people to the left of me, people to the right, there's people camping up on top there ready to snipe me. So I thought the best thing to do was to be as not noticeable as possible and actually just pick off a few people there. I panicked there, I thought that pred was going to get me, and I realised it was near the end of the game, and I actually end up picking off these last 2 guys only just to finish the game, and I finish 38-2. Anyways guys, this has been FlynnzGaming. Post your questions down below. Hope you've enjoyed this video, the gameplay and the commentary, and I hope you guys who sent in questions like the answers to those questions. This has been FlynnzGaming. Peace out.